So guys, obviously on April Fools, the Mayweather Boxing Club made a joke that Errol Spence or Mayweather was coming back to fight Errol Spence, and it was all a joke. I'm actually going to break down how I think if they were to fight right now, how the fight would go. Obviously, Mayweather in his prime would be a different fight, but, you know, Mayweather's no longer in his prime, and the fight can't happen when Mayweather's in his prime. So if it was to happen right now, I believe Errol Spence will win the fight. Mayweather's a defensive genius, we know. But what we've got to understand is Errol Spence right now has got the momentum. He's big and strong at the weight. Floyd has never been a big welterweight. And Errol Spence has got very good skills, which he showed in his last fight against Mikey Garcia. If this fight happens at Floyd's peak, or even 4, 5, 6 years ago, Floyd schools him, no problem. But right now, you know, Errol Spence beats him. You know, at their peak, like I said, I think Floyd would just outbox him and play with Errol Spence. Let's not forget, Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo Alvarez, who was bigger than Errol Spence, and probably a much better boxer in my opinion than Errol Spence. But Floyd beat him easy. So that's what I mean. When Floyd 4 or 5 years ago, that would have been an easy fight for him. But I think right now, if they were to fight, I think Errol Spence is too big, too strong at the minute. And not just that, he's very skilled. And Floyd, obviously, his skills have diminished. So he would, in my opinion, Errol Spence would be not just fast, but he'd be powerful. And I believe he'd catch Floyd, and he could even stop him. Even though it's hard, to even get to Floyd. But again, we haven't seen Floyd Mayweather and what he's going to be like. But like I said, if this fight happens at his peak, Floyd Mayweather absolutely annihilates Errol Spence. And when I mean annihilate, not stop him, but beats him on points quite comfortably. It won't even be very competitive because I think Errol Spence is good, but I just think Floyd Mayweather was that much better. I'm going to do another super fight in Errol Spence and Canelo and how I think that fight would go. But yeah, I think Floyd Mayweather's too good for Errol Spence, if I'm totally honest. I think at their prime, I don't think Errol Spence... Because someone said to me, do you think Errol Spence would be able to cause Mayweather in his prime trouble? Not really. Right now, if they were to fight, then yes, obviously I'd be picking Spence. I think Spence would be maybe too much because Floyd is old now. But at their prime, I think Floyd Mayweather had too many layers and had too much about him. Defensively, he was very hard to hit, and he was just a genius inside that ring. So you couldn't really see anyone beating Mayweather in his prime. I think Mayweather just had too many layers to him, and I think he would have easily outboxed Spence, if I'm honest. He would have had to be careful because obviously Spence is a big guy and he can crack. But normally when Mayweather fights guys like that, he really respects them. He doesn't really give them an opportunity to land big shots. He's so skillful and so skilled. He's just a genius, Mayweather. So yeah, that's how I think that fight would go. I think Mayweather would school Spence at his prime. Right now, I would pick Spence to win. But at their prime, Floyd Mayweather was a different kind of beast, a different animal. So I would pick Floyd Mayweather at his prime. If they were to fight right now, then I'd pick Errol Spence. But leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.